Hi everybody, this is Sage Lewis from Web Marketing Watch. So yesterday we took a look at Hillary Clinton's website, and today I thought it might be interesting if we took a look at Barack Obama's website. And you can see it right here. And I wanted to look at some of on-the-page criteria, things that he's doing on his website, and then look at some of the things off of his website as well, and maybe compare and contrast them a little bit from Hillary's site. Let me just start by saying that I actually am a big Barack Obama fan. I think this guy could change our country. I love Barack. We'll have to see. I want to listen more into the debates and everything like that. But having said that, I think Barack has got some fighting to do as far as his website is concerned. Now, he's got all the standard aspects of a good website here. He's got, join the team, contribute, a message from Barack. He's got video and the whole deal. But right now, Hillary is getting him on the community aspect of her website. She's getting people involved in her blog, asking people to write posts on her blog. She's going to be doing live video chats in her website. She's got the whole social thing down pretty nicely. Social's where it's at right now. I mean, look at what's going on with YouTube, Flickr. These are all sites where people are contributing content and people love it. And Hillary is putting it in her site, and I'm not seeing it in Barack's site yet. Maybe it's coming along, but right out of the gate this last weekend, Hillary really pounced on that stuff, and I'm not seeing it from Barack's site. Now, the other interesting thing is if you scroll down on BarackObama.com, you can see that they have a link down here. Visit the Obama 2010 Senate Reelect website, and that's over here. And, it makes you wonder, which campaign is he running? Is he kind of hedging his bets there a little bit? You don't see anything like that over at Hillary's site. Honestly, his Senate site is really powerful. It looks a lot cleaner, more senatorial or governmental, I guess. But again, I don't get a real sense of community here. So they're not doing a lot of interactive things in the sites other than contributing money. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Now, also on Barack's website, his video is run by a company by the name of Brightcove. I've never used Brightcove services, but if you go into his video, there's a menu that you can pop up, and it gives a link back to Brightcove. And I don't know exactly how I feel about that. It's kind of an advertisement a little bit for Brightcove on Barack's site. I'm not sure if that's a great idea. But then moving on here now, the first time I typed in Barack's name into Google, I misspelled it. But check this out. Barack without the C, he's there. He has bought sponsored listing on the top of Google. It's great. Hillary hasn't done that. She's not bidding on her name. Barack is bidding on his name, and I thought that was interesting. Now, like Hillary, Barack's Senate site comes up first. Then Wikipedia. Wikipedia beats out Barack's main website, BarackObama.com. Look at this title. This was probably an old title that he had, USN Barack Obama D. Illinois. Terrible title. It's probably why he's bidding on it, because he probably freaked out when he saw that in Google. He has updated his title now. You can see it here if you go to the top. Here, it's Barack Obama Exploratory Committee. Much better, and that'll get indexed soon, but that might be one of the reasons he is bidding in Google. But it's just a great idea all around. Now here, when you misspell Barack Obama, Yahoo asks if you mean Barack with a C. He is not bidding for his name in Yahoo. I don't know if they just haven't done that yet or whatnot, but obviously look at all these people that are bidding on his name. You shouldn't be letting people take over your real estate on that. You need to control that message. As I mentioned to Hillary, your direct opponents could be starting to bid on your name too, and you don't want that to happen and you not having a say there. So, but in Yahoo, the results are a little bit better. The Senate site comes first, and then Barack Obama for Illinois is the title there, and that probably is coming from the Yahoo directory listings. Because that is not a title that I've seen anywhere. Maybe they decided not to bid on Yahoo because they thought that title was fine. I honestly think that they should change that. You can elect to not have your Yahoo directory title be the title of your website in Yahoo, and I think they should enact that. Here's Barack Obama spelled correctly in Google. Again, he's bidding on his name. He's bidding on it spelled correctly and misspelled. The Senate site, Wikipedia, and then Barack Obama comes in third after Wikipedia. That with that old title. And then similar story here, Yahoo again, the Senate site, and then Yahoo's got it right with BarackObama.com as number 2, and then Wikipedia number 3. So I think all in all, Yahoo is doing a little bit better of a job there. Page rank of 6 out of 10 for BarackObama.com. There is an issue going on with BarackObama.com of a redirect. If you look at the URL here, see, look at this. When you type in BarackObama.com, you get a user ID like this. I think it's kind of like a cookie or something that they're putting on there. It's probably individual to me. That can really mess up your link building campaign. I don't recommend passing variables like that in the URL. Set a cookie behind the scenes, but not like that. I think I think that's just, it's confusing to the search engines, and it's going to make your link building campaign much more difficult. So ideally, you should get that out of there. We'll go on here to, now here, I've looked in Google to see what pages are indexed in Google. If you type in site : and then the domain name, you can see those here. There's a lot of photos here, and powered by SmugMug. This is the title. It says Photos, BarackObama.com, powered by SmugMug. You should get that SmugMug thing out of that title, because it's everywhere. It's just going to help SmugMug, and it doesn't really look presidential. And so, but he's got, it says here, about 4,470 pages indexed in Google, so that is good news. Here in Yahoo, I want to see how many links are into his site. He's got about 14,761. That's pretty similar to actually what Hillary had. Then over here, this is the who is information. It gives you background data. This is much better here than what Hillary had. He bought his name in 2004. She bought her name in 2001. But his expires 2015. Hillary's expires 2007 of this year. Barack, this is much better. He's over at GoDaddy. She was over at Network Solutions. So there's that. Now, if you scroll down, you can kind of get a little bit of information here. You can find that the administrator is Jim Brayton. Okay. And doing a quick Google search, you can find out that he's there's a site here that shows you that Jim Brayton worked as a web developer and systems administration for the Howard Dean presidential campaign and content production for Dean for America.com. So Jim Brayton has got a lot of experience. He very well might have a whole community thing going on, but Hillary just jumped so strong out of the gate. I'm a little concerned for Barack because her site is already actively getting content in there, and they've got to be looking at that. So look at this. Here are some of the latest polls from Wikipedia. Look, no matter how you cut it, Hillary is still ahead. Barack is behind. And you can't have mistakes, especially on your website, from a guy that really needs the grassroots. He's all about the grassroots. This guy could change American politics, and you do that with having a great website. So I'm a little concerned here. Hillary's already ahead. I think that'll probably smooth out a little bit, but ultimately that site has got to get some social aspects to it, and it's got to be more updated, and it looks a little stark right now. I think Hillary's site looks like it's a little bit more polished and more professional, and I'm afraid it looks a little more presidential than what Barack's got going on. Barack, take the senatorial link off the bottom of your site. Just commit to being president. You're going to be president, but you got to get that site, man. You got to get people involved involved in the site, get it interactive, get people on a mailing list, get people in your RSS feeds, get it going. Jim, you know all about this, dude. You can do it. It's going to be great. But so there you have it. So there's the one of the two top Democrats running. We'll look at other presidential hopefuls as time goes on from their web perspective, and it's going to be a great, entertaining political season in the next 2 years, and it's going to play a lot in the web world. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed our look at Barack Obama's website, and this is Sage Lewis from Web Marketing Watch, and happy marketing.